long are you gonna keep? How long are you gonna keep half-assing everything? How long are you gonna wake up with the intention to pursue your goals, but just give 50%, if that? You say you want to do things. You have these things you want to do. These goals you've been talking about for days, weeks, months, maybe even years, that you yourself know you really want. And yet, you only seem to put in half effort. You're not really giving it your all, and you're wondering why you're not getting the results that you want. Because sorry to say, but sometimes some of our goals are so ambitious, so big that they're gonna take 100% of our effort, our focus, 110% hard work, determination. You act like you have all this time in the world to get it together, but you don't. It's never too late to start, but it's also never too early to begin. It's November 15th right now. We're halfway through November. Halfway through November. 1.5 months left this year. And I know you definitely have some goal that you've been half-assing. Me too. For me, the goal has been to, at least one of my main goals has been to improve my Spanish. It's pretty decent. I would say it's conversational enough, but it's definitely not to the level where I would want it to get, especially given the fact that I come from a Spanish speaking family and Spanish speaking household. My level of Spanish is definitely not where I need or want it to be. And yet, that's been one of my goals for a really long time, and yet I keep half assing it. I keep not putting in the actual effort that I need to in order to make progress on that goal. But it matters a lot to me. And I know that it's only good.
Unknown caller.
¿Qué pasó? Fucking delivery people ruining my YouTube video. Um, yeah, where was I? Yeah, I need to get my Spanish a lot better, but I've been telling myself that I want to do that, and yet I've been half-assing it. So, that's one of the goals for the rest of this year that I have to really commit to. Another one of my goals, these YouTube videos. Something I really want to do, but I keep half-assing it. I keep waiting until the absolute last moment when I can record these videos, quickly grabbing them and then posting them without much editing, without much, you know. It's not my full effort. It's not my best effort. I'm not putting my best foot forward, and that's not ideal because this is something I really care about and I want to pursue. Same thing with the gym, waiting until the last possible moment for me to go, like late at night, whereas I should just go early in the morning. And there's a couple reasons for that, distractions, other things, but I have these goals that I keep telling myself that I really want, and I know I really want, except I keep making excuses for why I don't pursue them or give my full effort. And yeah, some days, all that matters is showing up. Even if we put in 10%, 20%, all that matters is that we showed up. I agree. There are some days where what counts is the fact that you showed up, but eventually you have to really put in that effort. There's going to come a day where just showing up isn't enough. At least if your goal is to actually, make uh, a decent change. If your goal is for a body transformation, then okay. If you never worked out before, then for the first couple weeks, maybe first month or two, just showing up to the gym, that's massive progress. Even if you just go for 10, 15, 20 minutes, that is massive progress. But if you want to lose the 90 pounds, the 100 pounds, then you have to actually have days where you go all out at the gym, or at least all out in terms of your diet, or at least increase your effort level. It doesn't even have to be 100%, but gradually increasing your effort level on the amount of effort you take. If you're trying to lose weight, then that can be, again, for the first 1 to 2 weeks, just eating less of the bad stuff and more salads. That's massive progress. And yet, if 90% of what you eat after 2 months is still ice cream, donuts, pizza, chocolate cake, then this isn't really, it's not really you're not really gonna make the progress that you want. There has to come a time when you gradually increase your effort level. It's this idea of progressive overloading, self-improvement or discipline. As you go along, you have to increase these efforts. You can't just keep half-assing it the whole rest of your life. Again, showing up is so important. For the beginning, it really matters. It really matters. I think, again, for the first 1, 2, 3 months, just showing up, it really makes a difference. But there has to come a point where you tell yourself, okay. And it does get naturally easier, and this is the benefit of showing up so much, is that naturally, as you keep going, you'll want to improve because you're doing something so many times where it's like you're naturally just going to be like, okay, I should get better at this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, I don't know. Again, this video is a major reminder to myself just because I have these goals that I really want to. I don't know. That I really want to pursue, and I know that I want to pursue, and yet I have been showing up, which I do think is good, but I'm just getting to a point, and again, this is the benefit of just showing up, is that naturally you get to the frustration of, okay, I need to improve at this, but yeah, there just has to come a point where as you keep doing a certain thing, you have to put in the conscious effort of, okay, I do want to improve at this. Just showing up is oftentimes not enough for us to accomplish our goals. It's really great at the beginning. It's really great at the beginning. I cannot overstate that enough, but there has to come a time, my friend, when you're like, okay, I want to improve at this thing. Let me improve at this thing. How can I improve every single day at this one thing? So, yeah, for, I guess, myself, just to outline that, like for this YouTube video, the quality's a bit better than just recording on my phone. So I'll say that's the improvement for today. Tomorrow I'll make sure there's no background noise when I'm recording the video. And I'll throw in some editing as well. I think this is probably one of my better lit videos for sure. Then it'll be, thumbnails, working on thumbnails, and it'll be scripting videos. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a process. But yeah, hopefully that's what me documenting all of this information will prove helpful for you guys, so that you guys know, uh, so that you can see the journey of me just trying to get better at, in general, just trying to get better at life. So that's pretty much everything I want to say in this video. There has to come a point where you will have to stop half-assing it. Just showing up is great for the beginning, for building momentum, but there has to come a point where you're like, okay, let me actually, like, I can't just do Duolingo for 2 minutes every single day and call that and call it a day. I can't just, spend 5 minutes studying every day and keep telling myself, okay, I'm making progress, I'm making progress. Just showing up is great, but there has to come a point where it's like, okay, let me extend that to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Not just getting by with the bare minimum. We have to get to a point where the bare minimum is no longer good enough, and we're like, okay, let me start, actually putting in the effort. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Love you guys. Peace.